If you're thinking about playing college athletics, I'm going to tell you something that might sound strange coming from a college coach. You probably shouldn't play college sports. Well, at least not until you're ready for what it really takes. See, playing a college sport is one of the greatest experiences you can ever have, but it's not for everyone. And the truth is, I've seen a lot of student athletes come to college, love the idea of being on a team. They wear the gear, post about it on social media, and then struggle or quit when they realize reality is about to set in. So today, I'm going to walk you through the 7 habits that every successful student athlete must have. And if you don't have them, that's not a criticism. It's an opportunity to decide if this is truly for you before you get to campus and realize you weren't prepared for it. Before we jump in, I want you to download my free guide, The College Recruiting Game Plan. It walks you through how to avoid the 10 costly mistakes that derail 93% of families and learn the plan that gets you noticed by college coaches. You can grab it in the description below or go to keithmondillo.com. All right, let's get into it. Every year I see it. There is a direct correlation between the athletes who train outside the team schedule and the ones who reach the next level. It's not complicated. And if you only work when you're told to, you will fall behind quickly. College athletics move fast. Everyone is strong. Everyone is talented. And everyone has a work ethic, at least during scheduled practice times. But the difference between good and great is built after practice ends. When most players are heading back to the locker room to grab dinner or hang out with friends, the ones who separate themselves stay that extra 30 minutes. I've seen it my entire career. It's no coincidence that the best three-point shooter in our program's history was the same player who stayed late after every single practice, worked on her release, her footwork, and her range. That consistency compounds, and it's just not basketball. If you're a soccer player, it's extra touches. If you're a runner, it's recovery and mobility. If you're a baseball player, it's extra swings. Championship habits aren't developed when people are watching. They're developed when no one is. I hate when people call it the grind. It was never a grind for me. And it's not for anyone who truly loves their game. If you love what you do, the early lifts, the conditioning, the extra work, it should never be a grind. It's always a privilege. When my son was a junior in high school, he was an avid basketball player. And I'd asked him, "Do you like playing basketball?" His response was, "Yeah, I like it." Then I said something that he probably wasn't ready for. My response was, "Then you probably shouldn't play it in college. Because if you don't love it, you will hate it in college." College sports is demanding and it demands everything from you. You have to love every part of getting better, knowing that the odds of going pro are almost zero. You only get 4 years to compete at this level. That's it. 4 years to test yourself, to grow, to see what you're made of. There's a great scene from A League of Their Own, and I'll never forget it, and I use it every year with my team. Gina Davis's character is quitting the team. She's trying to get away from the team bus as they leave for a game. And she tells Tom Hanks when asked why now? Her response was, "It just got too hard." And Tom Hanks looks her right in the eye and says, "It's supposed to be hard. If it were easy, everyone would be doing it. It's the hard that makes it great." That quote should be posted in every college locker room in the country. If you don't love the hard parts, the long practices, the conditioning, the team meetings, you won't make it. And if you do love it, you'll look back on those 4 years as some of the best years of your life. I've lived it and I experienced it, and that's 100% the truth. This is one of the toughest realities for college athletes. You have to be willing to be present even when there's something better happening somewhere else. You will see it your first semester. Your friends are going out for Halloween, but you're on a bus headed to a tournament or scrimmage. And then they're home for Thanksgiving dinner and you're at practice. They're celebrating Christmas break and you're on the court or field getting ready for the second half of the season. I see it every year. My basketball team practices through Thanksgiving, Christmas, and sometimes even spring break when we make it to the NCAA tournament. Fall athletes move back early during August while their friends are still on the beach. And that's the trade off. That's the reality. You're just not giving up free time. You're choosing discipline over distraction. I know if that sounds tough, well, you're right. It is. But it's also what makes being part of a team so rewarding. You earn those memories through those sacrifices. The people who can't handle sacrifice never last in this lifestyle. Let me be clear. College athletes are some of the most disciplined students on campus. On my campus, every single year since I've been there, the student athlete GPA is significantly higher than the general student body's GPA. And that's not by coincidence. These students are organized down to the minute when they eat, when they lift, when they study, and even when they sleep. Their days are packed with classes, tutoring sessions, study halls, practices, and lifts. Some of my players who are nursing majors are up all hours of the night studying because they have labs. They have tougher exams than some of the general student body. And they're up at practice for 6 a.m. when they need to. It's incredible discipline. Student athletes learn to study like it's their second sport. They treat the classroom the same way they treat the gym, with structure, repetition, and focus. And the result? They leave college with skills that employers love: time management, organization, and accountability. Watching film like a class. If you don't like watching film, you already are at a disadvantage. Watching film in college is no different than studying for a biology test. The more you immerse yourself, the more confident you become. Film helps you anticipate situations before they happen. It raises your basketball, football, or soccer IQ. You start recognizing tendencies, patterns, and spacing, and suddenly the game slows down in your eyes. Athletes who regularly watch film on their own aren't guessing. They know what's coming. They're prepared for every situation. It's like studying an opponent's playbook before the game. You're not reacting, you're just ready for anything. I've coached players who've changed their careers by becoming film student athletes. It doesn't make you smarter, it makes you more coachable. Because when you see the game the way your coach does, everything clicks faster. The first thing I evaluate in a recruit isn't speed or shooting, it's how they communicate. I watch how you talk to your teammates, how you handle mistakes, and how you engage with coaches. And here's what I've noticed. Many players are loud in the locker room, on the bus, or in the cafeteria. But once we set foot on that court in practice or a game, there's just silence. Some players just freeze up and they just stop talking. It's the most remarkable thing I've ever seen. They go from the locker room to the hallway to the gym and they're talking constantly. They walk into the gym, crickets. Coaches push players to be vocal, just not to try and create a leader, but to create better teammates and smarter players. Communication builds trust. If you can't speak up on the court, you struggle to build chemistry. And if you can't communicate with professors, you'll struggle to balance academics. Being a college athlete means communication in every direction with your coaches, your teammates, your professors, and your peers. It's one of the most valuable life skills you will ever learn. This is the part most athletes ignore until it's too late. Just like working on your game or your academics, mental health has to be a part of your daily schedule. You need to take mini vacations for yourself and your mind. Watch a movie, hang out with friends outside of your sport, just take a nap, go for a walk, listen to music. Whatever helps you reset. You can't pour from an empty cup. College athletics test your patience. They test your confidence and they mess with your identity. There will be days you're frustrated, tired, homesick, or just doubting yourself. And that's part of it. But the athletes who learn to schedule time to recharge are the ones who last. Build rest into your routine. Make time for something outside of your sport every single day, every single week. It's not a weakness, it's maintenance because your body follows your mind. And if your mind's not right, your game won't be either. So, in closing, here are the 7 habits of a successful college student athlete. Train when no one's watching. Love the process. Sacrifice daily. Study like it's your second sport. Watch film like you study for finals. Communicate like a captain. And take care of your mental game. If you're still watching this, you already have what it takes. That curiosity, the self-awareness, and the drive to learn. But now it's time to put it into action. If you're a parent or athlete trying to navigate the recruiting process, you have to grab my free guide, the College Recruiting Game Plan. It'll help you avoid the 10 costly mistakes that derail 93% of the families and build a real plan that gets your child noticed. And if you want to take your recruiting communication to the next level, check out the College Coach Communication System. It's a complete toolkit that shows your family how to email, call, and connect with college coaches the right way, with the exact templates, strategies, and timing that real coaches respond to. You can find both linked below in this video. And remember, we are not a recruiting service. We are an educational organization that guides families through the college athletic process. If this video helped you, subscribe, hit the like button, and share it with another parent or athlete who needs the truth about what it takes to succeed at the next level. Guys, I'm Keith Mondillo. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.